What's up, y'all? Yeah, kind of busy working on some stuff here at Hoodoo Central 2.0, but I did not forget you guys. I did not. Now, I said if you got the first video to 125, 150 likes, I would do a part 2. Y'all didn't do it, but I just checked, and now we're there. Now, I could do like Dr. Now at my 600-pound life and double the goal, but I'm like, nah, and Broken Army, they did it. They did it. So, I'm gonna go ahead and get that done for y'all. All right? I'm gonna get it done. Matter of fact, as soon as I get through, smoothing out some stuff. Whew. All right, guys, and listen. Working out here in the sun, I need to hydrate. So I ain't gonna show y'all, whatever. But I'm about to hydrate. But I'm going to go ahead and get this work done. I'm gonna finish with the fence and all that right there. Then I'm gonna get cleaned up and I'm gonna do part 2, guys. We are going to talk about how to properly open up the lines of communication, not just so you can communicate with spirits, but we're going to talk about how to hear spirits. All right, so get your pen and your paper ready, get a candle, get you a container of water, any container of water, bowl or glass, and we're going to get things started. All right, I'm about to go ahead and finish it up. And by the way, I'm here. Hey y'all, took a quick break in order to talk to y'all. Listen, remember, y'all kind of did what I asked. So we are going to do a video on how to open up the lines of communication so that you can see, hear, smell, or taste, or touch, so that you can see, hear, smell, or touch spirits, not taste, because if y'all tasting spirits, I don't even know what to tell you. I don't even know what kind of joke to make. And no lie, y'all, ever since I did that demonstration, look, the wind has been killing me here. I know y'all can probably hear it. Look behind me. Look at this. But I digress. All right, so all you're gonna need is a pen and a piece of paper. Y'all have plenty of notebooks from all the stuff y'all done copied down, but ain't tried none of it, so you don't even know if it works. Why do y'all write down stuff that you don't even know if it works? That's like keeping a bunch of useless information. That's like keeping the phone number of a person you know you ain't gonna call in your phone. Stop. Anyway, y'all are going to have a candle of any color. Please stop asking me what color. A candle of any color, of any type. It can be a birthday candle, I don't care. And a container of water. And we're gonna open up the way to spirit. Now, with that being said, guys, y'all have gotta calm down. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Just calm down. Yes, I know this stuff is serious. Yes, I know we should approach it with respect and the reverence with which it deserves, but you still have got to live your lives and calm down and focus on happiness. Let me ask y'all a question. Would you guys light a candle and ask the spirit to teach you how to drive? Probably not. Would you trust a pilot who just lit a candle and was like, "Spirit, guide this plane"? Probably not. But it's okay if you already know how to drive and you ask, the spirits to help you improve upon that. It is okay if that pilot already knows how to fly and land a plane, but he asks the spirits to help him or her improve on that. Guys, here's the secret about magic. Magic will not teach you skills. It will improve upon those skills and the outcome of your use of those skills. And with that being said, and with those analogies, why are y'all trying to use magic to land you a successful relationship? See, there's the secret, guys. True love work doesn't just produce love, it improves love. And being in a successful relationship is a skill set that you already have to have, and spirits and spirituality and magic will improve upon that skill set and will improve upon the results of your application of that skill set. Starting to make sense now? Y'all, we all have that one friend that does not watch movies. And if you're a movie buff like I am, it is so annoying when you try to reference a movie and that friend has no idea what you're talking about because they don't watch movies. So I had the pleasure of watching The Karate Kid for the first time with someone who has never seen it. Right. And I'm talking about the real Karate Kid, not that Jackie Chan, Jaden Smith mess. I'm talking about Mr. Miyagi and Daniel's son, the real Karate Kid. And they had never seen it. And I remember growing up during that time. I told y'all I'm an old man. I remember growing up during that time and I wanted to take karate. And I was like, I've always been an avid reader. And so I'm like buying Black Belt magazine and stuff like that. And I remember an article where someone was asked about that movie. They were asked about the Karate Kid and what they thought about it as it related to actually teaching in dojos. And this black belt who owned a karate school literally said, listen, I don't know whether or not my students can fight, but I know one thing, my car and my walls and the floor never been cleaner. And at the time I thought it was funny, but I thought about it. I'm like, dude, you're capitalizing off of media and you don't even care about your students. Y'all, let that sink in. Because this person who was charged with teaching a skill set, remember we talked about skill sets, took money for teaching the skill set, didn't even care whether or not they could fight. Guys, a lot of these people who are doing these videos, because I see what y'all are watching. I'm like Santa Claus. Santa Claus is the ultimate stalker. He knows when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. I'm watching y'all. I see who y'all watching. And you're watching people who give you spell after spell after spell, but no fundamentals. It may not be as entertaining, but guys, you got to practice the fundamentals, because if I grew up in Southwest Atlanta. Man, let me tell y'all, me and my cousins, we would always watch Kung Fu theater. But one thing we would talk about after that, because in Southwest Atlanta, hey, you gonna fight. And we were like, listen, ain't nobody blocking every punch and kick that comes in. You gonna have to know how to fight. But the Karate Kid, you wax on, wax off Danielson, and you blocking all the punches and kicks. And some of y'all think y'all gonna block all the punches and kicks with spirituality, and it's not about technique. You got to have some experience, and you got to have somebody who's invested in not just teaching you what you want to learn, but what you need to learn. So that's why I do these little talking sections, to show you what you need to learn, not necessarily what you want to learn. So I'm gonna go get cleaned up. Lord, y'all, Mr. J is over there with the fence again. So some of y'all asking, yes, Mr. J is working on the fence here at Hoodoo Central 2.0. No, I did not ask him. You just can't keep an older country man down. And Mr. J is like, listen, if a fence needs to be built, it needs to be built right. And he wakes up, guys, for the ass crack of dawn, and he works on the fence, and then I go work with him, and shoot, that's what it is. Ladies, y'all need to get y'all an old countryman. Shoot. Hey, doggone, y'all over here dating dudes that don't, if a doorknob fell off the house, he wouldn't even know how to fix it. But I digress. Anyway, when you have your notebook, your pen, your pencil, when you have your container of water, when you have your candle, you are going to need to go to a place where spirits are, but that is also quiet. All right, y'all back. We're here. Not just I'm here, but we're here. So, got my glass, got my candle. Need to take this away. Guys, it was hot out there, and it was hot, and I know what y'all are saying. Hold on. I'm back, all right? One, I had to put the hat on because this is the thing that lets y'all know where it's time to be serious. And two, had to darken the room because the autofocus was kind of messing up a little bit. But anyway, I digress. We're back. All right, and we have our candle and we have our container of water. Guys, you can have any container of water, and I'm about to explain why. You can even have that standard Hoodoo, Orisha, Palo, Voodoo, white basin that everybody seems to all have. And seriously, dude? Really? Hey, my boy, we got some work done today. But it doesn't matter what type of container. Move, boy. As long as you have a container of water and a candle of any color. I may have said white before, I don't remember. But it can be of any color, and I'm about to explain why. The other ingredient that we need to have is a calm and quiet place. My apologies for the echo. I'm not a fancy YouTuber. Y'all know that, right? But you need a place where you will have some time to yourself without an annoying dog or anything like that, okay? Now, some of you are going to be like,
But Prophet, what if you don't live by yourself, or what if you have a bunch of kids?
well, we'll address that, okay? But you need a calm and quiet place where you can be by yourself and that you can feel comfortable. Now, some of you thought I was going to say, in order to hear spirits, you got to go to the cemetery. Some of y'all thought I was going to say you got to go to the ocean or the stream or the woods or the crossroads. Y'all watch too many movies, okay? I'm here in my dining room. It's calm, it's quiet, except for Hoodoo Dog. But anywhere, a calm, quiet place that you feel comfortable. Okay. Now I know you guys have your your notepads and pens. Here's the learning lesson. Okay. The reason why we use a candle and we use a glass of water in order to strengthen the connection so that you can hear spirits talking to you instead of you trying to communicate with them, is that these are the two things that aid them in being able to both see you and to come through and communicate with you. Some of you thought I was going to say a pendulum. Some of you thought I was going to say a Ouija board. Y'all leave those alone. Do it this way. I'm not communicating anything to you guys that I heard or that I read or that I saw. These are things that I have done and that have been effective. That is a problem with the Hoodoo community. We like to get in groups and blogs and all this other stuff, and we talk about things we've heard or we've read or we've seen, but nothing we've actually experienced. This is what I have experienced in 30 plus years. Let's get it. The reason we use a candle is because the fire, remember we talked about the spiritual side being dark and is hazy. You want to provide light. You want to provide a beacon by which they can see you. We all know there are more people dead than there are living, but that does not mean that they can see you, because as we see them as glimpses out the corner of our eye, that's how they perceive us on the other side. You want to be a light in the darkness. That is why you use a candle. I spoke on this briefly in the last video. Okay, so now you've gotten their attention. How can you receive a message from them? Why is it that, well, no, not why, but how do we know that they're not just looking at the candle and beating on the other side of the veil trying to get our attention? We have to provide a means by which they can come through, at least partially, to relay a message, and that is why we use the water. I started to come here with like a coffee decanter full of water just as a joke, but to show you guys that it doesn't matter what type of container. What is important is what's in the container, and that is water. Water is the universal conduit. Water is the means by which they can pass through this side and we pass through to that side. If you don't believe it, we all pass through from the spirit realm to the physical realm by means of a sack of water that we sat in for 9 months. Okay, like I said, the supernatural is just the natural enhanced. When you think about Superman, Superman wasn't different. He was just more man than the average man. Look at the word super. Superman, more man than the average man. So the supernatural is more natural than nature. We just train ourselves out of it because we've gotten so advanced. Okay, we all have crossed over into this realm through water. Shout out to all the mothers out here for bringing new life. Okay, so you want water to be a universal conduit. And listen, some of y'all, I know y'all are just dying to ask. No, you do not put any roots, any herbs. You don't put salt in here. Okay, which, I mean, no, I'm gonna tell you why, but you don't put this. You just want clear and clean water. You're gonna light the candle. I'm not gonna light mine right now because I am not gonna burn a good candle to teach a class via video that y'all ain't paid for. Utilize the Cash App and Venmo. All right, don't allow other people to sow a seed into your education, energy exchange. But anyway, once you've got your glass of water, once you've got your candle, you're going to light it. Pray the 23rd Psalm. And then what you do at this point, you get your pen and your pad. You take some deep breaths. You become calm. Your mind is going to race. That is just what the mind does. Okay, but to be an effective magician, an effective worker, we have learned to calm the mind. And you calm your mind and you wait. What you're waiting for is the hint of an alien consciousness. And by alien, I'm not talking about extraterrestrials. I'm not talking about ET, y'all. I am talking about a consciousness, a string of consciousness, a thought that is not your own. A lot of you have already achieved messages from spirits. You just did not recognize it as such. When you know your entire life you have hated broccoli, but all of a sudden you start to crave some, more than likely that was a spirit around you. Okay? When you have hated roller coasters your entire life, but now all of a sudden you want to go to Six Flags or Disney World or wherever and ride a roller coaster, more than likely that was an alien, not Lord have mercy, more than likely that was a spiritual message to try to help you through a part of life. Maybe it was trying to help you to eat broccoli because you needed that in your diet. Maybe it was trying to help you to ride, like get you to ride a roller coaster because you needed to conquer that fear. Someone was trying to help you, and it was a thought, a consciousness, something that was not of your normal pattern. Like I said, most of us have already experienced that. Okay, so that's what you're waiting on. Now, a lot of you like very specific messages and directions. So here's something very specific that I teach my students. Spirit, a lot of times it comes down from the depths. It doesn't come down like no matter what everyone in the Misa always says. A lot of times spiritual messages come down from the depths. I want you all to try this exercise. Everyone just put your feet flat on the floor, your hands flat, you got your candle, you've got your glass. Take 3 deep breaths. Hold it for 3 seconds, then blow it out. Again. Last time. I close my eyes so you don't have to. I want each of you to think about, let's say, for the purpose of this exercise, think about the last thing that you ate and feel where that memory is. And when I say feel where it is, like high, low, wherever, feel where that memory is, like just in your head or wherever you can perceive that memory. Where is it? For most people, the last thing you ate is going to be somewhere up high. Now I want you to try to think about the first time you ate pizza, the first time you had McDonald's, the first, like the earliest memory you have. Just try to recall that, any of those things. But a very old memory, For most of you, that old memory, you gotta dig down deep. It's like it's rising from the depths up to the surface. Whereas the last thing you ate is like right up here, bam, real fast. It's like right here. But a very old memory, it's like it's down deep. It like bubbles to the surface, like when you fart in the tub. A little bit of humor never hurts, right? Did you feel that? How that old memory is like down in here and it rises, whereas the new memory is right there. Spirit communicates via the memory and via your consciousness. And when spirits communicate, it's going to feel just like that. That is the sensation that you should be feeling. So some of you, when you're sitting there like, oh yeah, I know spirit want me to call my baby daddy, and it's right here. No, that's just you. Oh no, you know what? She left me on red. I should go over there and kick her door in. That's just you. Stop blaming stuff on spirit, guys. Spiritual messages come from down deep up. That's why you can never perform an exorcism on your ancestors. Their blood and stuff, it makes it's part of you. So spiritual messages a lot of times feel there, and that is how you can separate your own thought processes from an actual spiritual communication. So with your pen and your paper, while you're sitting there and you're breathing and you're just trying to relax, anything that comes through that feels like that, you're going to write it down. Now, I know I've told you guys don't pay any attention to movies, because a lot of movies are bupkis, to be honest. Y'all came here through the Skeleton Key, Eve's Bayou, and all these other movies, and there ain't no real hoodoo in there. Okay, but y'all want it to be real hoodoo. This is real hoodoo. It's not just the spirits are talking like the movie Ghost, Whoopi Goldberg and Patrick Swayze. No, it is them communicating through you. Not only is this the conduit of water, but your body is made up of predominantly what? You become a conduit, and the message will flow to you by flowing through you. In order to strengthen those communications, guys, what you're gonna have to do is heed them. So that's why you write them down. Look for a pattern. Heed the pattern. Some of y'all love code breaking. We'll try to decode the pattern and then heed it. What was I saying? I was talking about one thing the movies got right. There was a show, American Gods, and they got one thing right, and that is that spirits are strengthened through acknowledgement and through the heeding of their words. You're honoring them by acknowledging them. Now, if you get something that is not agreeable to you, then close off the communication. That's it. It's easier than it looks. Okay? But yeah, I can't make it any simpler than that. Y'all get this video to 150 likes, and then we're going to go into phase 2 of opening. I will give you guys a recipe for a tea that you can drink, and I'll show you another way that you can have spirits come through in a more, I won't say forceful, but in a not necessarily forceful, but a more undeniable way. Like y'all saw the wind blow when I was out there. A more undeniable way. All right, but there we go. Couldn't have been any simpler than that, guys. Listen, don't just write this down. Don't go and spread it in Facebook groups. Actually do it. please actually do it. All right, remember, it's Hoodoo. It's not who wrote down. It's not who thought. It's not who planned. It is Hoodoo. I need you guys to actually do it. And please shout out, guys, round of applause and shout out to everyone who has donated. Guys, listen, don't allow other people to sow into your education. Thank y'all so much. Those of you who donated, and don't think that, listen, I'm not going to donate because somebody's going to do it. If everybody thought like that, none of us would get anywhere. All right? Listen, $1, $2, doesn't matter. Every little bit helps. All right? But thank y'all so much. Oh, and a quick announcement. A quick announcement. Do y'all know, those of you who watched and caught the little Easter egg on the other video, y'all know it was only like 7 of y'all. Almost 500 people watched that video. Only 7 of you caught it. And we wonder why the spiritual community is so messed up. Okay? But thank y'all so much. And thank y'all for taking part of it. And oh, we'll see what we're going to do for this one. Yeah. And then I was like, man, only broke minds keep receipts. You know what I'm saying? And I don't drink tea. I drink yak. I'm a grown ass man. I ain't got time to do this internet stuff. But yeah, I just taught a class on, you know, communicating with spirits and stuff like that. I just wish, bro, let me tell you. So I saw this dude's like, yo, my family's from Ghana. I was born and raised in Jamaica. And I feel like Aphrodite was reaching out to me. Right. Listen, I wish people understand spirits who are like millennia olds don't reach out to you. They don't. The problem is everybody done watch the Matrix. They think they Neo. They think they the one. Okay, spirits don't have to reach out to you. People just want to feel special. The thing is, I've never had to turn to a spirit to make me feel special. I always feel special. I'm the alcohol-fueled Georgia whoop-ass machine. I'm twisted steel and sex appeal. Shoot, my superpower is confidence. And it always has been and always will be. That's what I'm trying to teach the world. All right, man. Yep. Here y'all go again. Listen. All right. So y'all done watched the end of the video. Y'all done caught the little bit. Here's something else. Y'all have asked for it. And here's the thing. Those of you who text me and you saw the end of this video, just give me a little brief comment on what I was talking about. And Papa Lou's online Hoodoo shop in Botanica is about to open. You guys get a coupon code as soon as it does. And man, thank y'all so much. Profit out.